The Necromancer Wizard is back in the new Unearthed Arcana for Arcane Subclasses. This is the third of the 4 wizard subclasses we got in this Unearthed Arcana, and like the others, it has seen some pretty significant changes from the 2014 Player's Handbook. The 2014 version did a pretty good job sticking to the theme of a necromancer, animating the dead. At level 6, you got Undead Thralls, which gave you Animate Dead in your spellbook automatically and made you good at animating dead creatures. The 2024 version has taken another swing at that theme, but instead of leaning into the spell Animate Dead, instead they just give you Summon Undead. So it's less about animating dead and building a horde of undead creatures and more about just casting necromancy spells. And while that does make a lot of sense in the rules, it is easier to implement mechanically. It's probably a lot easier to balance. It just doesn't get the theme of the character right, I don't think. The mechanics of the features themselves are mostly fine. They're not super exciting. They don't really give you anything super unique. The most interesting thing about the subclass is the level 3 Grim Harvest feature, which lets you pass out temporary hit points when you cast necromancy spells. So the class is honestly better at buffing your allies. It's a support class, it's not a pet class. And that's really just not what people want from a necromancer. If I wanted to build around temporary hit points, I would build a cleric or a bard or another clear support option. The mechanics here aren't bad. This is a perfectly fine subclass for the most part. It just isn't what we want from a necromancer. Ow! Ow! Why? Anyway, let me know what you folks think in the comments. Are they close with this one? Would you play this? Is it good? I'm kind of on the fence.